So good day. On this session, I'm going to be showing you how we plan to achieve our trading goal on the BT Academy 60-day extreme compounding challenge. So I'm going to be doing the calculations across three different accounts sizes. We'll start with $100 account. Then I'm going to move to $250. Then I'm going to end it with a $500 account. Okay. So you can actually see what it's going to look like based on your account size. So for this challenge, feel free to actually take a bonus if you're not looking to withdraw within that 3 months. Okay, so for example, now if you want to trade with a $100 account, you can deposit $50, okay, and get a bonus of $50. There's a code for a 100% bonus. I'll drop it in the group chat for those actually interested. For those that want to trade with $250, you can deposit $125 and get a bonus of $125. Okay. And for those who want to do $500, you can deposit 15. Right. Because before we get to the deadline of the challenge, we should actually have hit the what they call it. Um the turnover requirements to be able to claim the bonus and the profits of the bonus. So we're gonna start with $100 account. So this is how we plan to actually achieve it. Now, the previous challenge we did, we risked 5% per trade, okay? And we're able to make an average profit of 45% per month, okay? So we risked 5% per trade and we made an average of 45% over um, the duration of 2 trading months. Now, this particular month or this particular challenge, we want to risk 10%. Okay. And if you do the maths, um, that should actually translate to something within the range of 90% on an average over the course of 3 months. Okay, so here's how we're actually going to be doing it. Okay, at the start of the first month, your risk is going to be calculated based on your account balance. So let's say month one, you have $100 in your account. Let's say you funded $50 and you got the bonus of $50 giving you $100. Okay. You are going to calculate your 10% based on that. So $100 is going to be $10 per trade per, mm, per trade. Okay. So that basically means you'll be risking $10 per trade. Okay. So at the end of the month, I'm not going to use a profit of 90%. Let me reduce it a little bit. So my target profit is going to be 85%. Okay. So I'm going to be looking to make it 5% profit a month by risking 10% of my account. 5%. So if you make 85% profit at the end of this month, you will be with account size would be at $185. Did you see that? Okay. So next month, which is going to be month two, the 10% again will be recalculated based on account size at the start of the next month. Okay. So let's calculate that. That's going to be 10%, which is still going to be Might just be higher, yeah. This be higher now. $18.5 per trade. Okay. So um if we hit our profit targets the second month of 85%, that is going to mean that the account will grow from $185 to 342. Okay. Now month three, which is going to be the last month on the $100 account, 342 per trade is going to mean you'll be risking $34.2 per trade. Okay. Account. We hit our profit target of 85%. That would mean your account should grow 1.85 to 633. Okay. That is for $100 account. Okay. So let's go and $333 in Naira times 1530. That would be about approximately a million Naira. Approximately one. How am I writing pounds? But is that a sign? £1 million. 1 million. So that means if you fund a $50 account and take a 100% bonus, okay, and follow through first month, second month, third month, if if you are successful with the challenge, you are and hit a profit of 85% on average every month, you're going to be with a million Naira at the end of the month. Okay, so let's go to the next one, which is going to be $250. So $250, 10% will be $25. So 85% on 250, 462. Then the next month, we have 462, 462. So we're risking 46. So this is what I'm basically risking on my account. This is how my own account is estimated to grow. To grow to $855. Okay. Then the month three, starting with $855. That means I'm risking 85 per trade times this would be 1.85. 1,005, it's approximately 8,600. So converting this to Naira 1.530, that would be 2.4 million. So if I fund my account with $125, get a 100% bonus, which gives me $250, and I consistent, that's like my risk is going to be $125 times 1,530. That'll be 191,000 Naira. If this challenge is actually successful, and within 3 months make an average of 85%, I'm going to be with 2.4 million Naira from 191,000 Naira start balance. So now let's go to the last one, which is the $500 account. So it starts with $50. It starts with $50 per trade, yeah? So the first month, 500 times 1.85 will be $925. Okay. Then the next month I would have 925. Okay. So risking $92 per trade, 0.5. And at the end of that month, With 5% will mean account will grow to one. Then month three, we have 1711. 1711. They'll be risking 175, $171. 1711 per trade. And times 1.85. 85, $3,165. Convert that to Naira times 1,530. That'll be about 4.8. So how much did you risk at the start of the challenge? $250. All right. So you start with $250 times 1,530 because you took a bonus. That's basically if you're using $100, I'm saying use bonus because I don't want you to put complete $100 inside. Okay. If you're using $100, that means you funded $50, which is going to be 76,000 Naira. And successfully challenge build to a millionaire, 1 million. Okay. Then if you did $250, that means you funded around $75 and took a bonus. You got to 125, which is equal to 891,000 now. Yeah. 2.4 million. Then if you did 500, this will mean you funded 500 or 250 then. You funded 3,000. Okay. So that is basically what the challenge is actually about. We've done this over the course of 2 months and we're successful. Okay. So now we want to do it over the course of 3 months and double our risk. All right. Now, if you have an account that you're using normally to trade, if you have an account you're using normally to trade, and you want to also embark on this challenge, but you don't want to use your personal account, you want to have a separate account for this challenge. All right, you can actually do that, but make sure you don't open the account with what they call it. Just make sure you don't open another account with your own details. Make sure you don't open the other account with your own details. Or if possible, you can use one account for both of them. Just know how much you have. That's where your trading journal comes into play. So if I'm doing this now, I'm going to document my trades and everything, how much my account is starting with, how much is ending at the end of the week, second week, third week, fourth week. So I can actually see the challenge accounts different from my own personal account. But if possible, you can also open two different accounts with your own detail and maybe your mom's detail, something like if you have two different phones and use um one account for your own personal trade, if you're trading personally, then use the other account on a separate phone, which is with your mom's details for the compounding challenge. Now, you need to actually understand when it comes to trading, the higher your risk, the more your your reward. And risking 10, the higher your reward. Why am I saying the more? Why am I speaking? Like, higher your reward. And risking 10% is a high risk, actually. So that's why I call it extreme compounding challenge. And that's also why I also introduced bonus too, which is a way of reducing your risk amount. Okay. Instead of putting 100 something K, just 6K. Instead of putting this, just how much you understand. All right. So the higher your risk, the higher your reward. And also, higher risk basically means you're putting in more. And also, the greater the, you know what risk is, Sha. So the higher risk, the higher reward, but then it's riskier if you actually risk more. So that basically just means that this challenge is riskier than the challenge we did before. You understand? So you can choose to be flexible with your own rules. I'm not going to flex with my own rules. It's all or nothing for me. I'm just trying to, it's a challenge for me. So I'm trying to see if I can actually hit this particular challenge. You understand? But for you, you can actually be flexible with your own. What do I mean by flexible? You can maybe not use 10% if you're not comfortable with 10%. You can maybe use 6 or 8 or 7. Depends on you. Just make sure you calculate like this, know what you're likely going to be getting. Okay. Then you can also use a different method, okay, which is the method where you withdraw profits at the end of the month. Okay. So what this basically means now is that the first month, let's start with the $100 account. This is the second way of trading. This one involves securing profits. And if you want to do this particular method, um, you will not take a bonus because with bonus, um, once you place a withdrawal, they will take away your bonus, and you understand. So let's start with $100. 80% is what we are looking at, okay? So if you follow through the 10%, I will make the 80%, 85% profit. That will give you $185. So at the end of that month, you withdraw draw your profit of $85. $85. You understand? The second month also, you have your $100. All right. You make your profit, you withdraw at the end of the month, $85 profit. And the third month, so total withdrawals, if you're using a $100 account, total total W will be equal to 85 times 3. That's if we successfully hit all our targets. Okay, that will be two $225, 255 rather. Okay. Now if it's you can convert to Naira. Naira is like 390K. Now if you use a $250 account and you're going with this method, that will be that will mean 250 times 1.85. That will be like 462. Your withdrawal will be 212. It's a total withdrawal. 212 times 3 will be 636. So 636 times 1530. That'll be approximately a 1 million naira. Then if you're using the $500, okay, 500 times 1.85 will be 925. 925. Okay. Then if you withdraw your profit, that will be 425. So 425 times 3. That'll be 1,275 in withdrawals. 1,275 in withdrawals, which if you convert to Naira, times 1530 would be about approximately 2 million. Do you understand? So either that or that, you choose what you want to do based on what you're comfortable. And also you can also decide not to risk as high as 10% per trade, depending on you. All right, you can decide to maybe risk, I don't know, maybe if you want to risk 5 or want to risk 7, but please do not go more than 10%, okay? Do not go more than 10%. 10 is the maximum. You understand? The whole point, I remember the last challenge we did, very successful. People had different profits, people had different risks and everything. By the end of the day, the whole point is to make everybody profitable. So this challenge is designed for massive growth. Okay. I don't want a situation where people be trading $50 accounts and be risking like $2 per trade. Right? This is like a challenge to like grow within 3 months. It's risky, yes, but this is it. Right. So if you're interested, make sure you fund your accounts, make sure you get your subscription active, and also make sure you define the rules you want to follow. Me, I'm personally following 10% per trade. I've showed you my own rules and everything. I'm going to document everything. I'm posting my result on the group chat, my account balance at the end of the week with the results, my account balance at the end of the month. All right. If the challenge is not successful and maybe after 2 months it goes, I'm also going to post it soon. All right. If the challenge is very successful and after 3 months I get to the 2.4 million naira profits, when I'm going to be drawing it, I'll be drawing it live. You're going to see everything. But everything is going to be built on transparency. Because that's what BT Academy is all about. Okay? That is basically it for the session. If you not understand certain parts of this training, go back and watch it. You can go back and watch it and make sure you define your rules and follow through throughout the 3 months of this challenge. Thank you very much. And see you guys at the top. Bye.